Do you feel stressed out when you sit down to paint? I get that feeling, and that's one of the reasons we're doing this video today. We're talking about 5 things that you can do to help you with these watercolor techniques, especially as a beginner, to just let go and get rid of your perfectionism. We're also going to be painting a smaller painting today, part 3 in our 3-part series to be more mindful, paint and pause. And we're going to be painting 2 really cute Icelandic poppies together. I have a freebie if you'd like to learn to let go of perfectionism in your art, 4 watercolor exercises and mindfulness practices to do just that. Click the link below and I'll send you the free guide. So if you're here because of perfectionism, you have come to the right place. I'm all about that on this channel. Today, we're going to create a painting. We're going to grab some pink and we're also going to grab some orange. We're also going to dab our palette if purple is creeping in, just because we're not going for purple today. So picking the colors that you want. If you want different colors that I'm using, then please go for it. That will help you to let go a bit. So I am painting some poppies, and I chose this painting because it is smaller, so that we can get through this painting and not take a bunch of time. And that is my first tip for letting go of perfectionism. Start small. And as I'm running the brush along the edges and trying to create these crinkly bits, I don't know if this poppy is going to turn out how I want, but I do know that I'm choosing to let it not be perfect. If it doesn't turn out perfect, like for example, that brown is just creeping into my pink right now, and I'm just gonna embrace it and let it be because I'm here to play with watercolor. This looks like a very wonky flower. I'm adding some orange in just to create that tilted petal in the front, but we're just gonna put some paint down and see what happens. It's gonna spread crazy and I cannot control it, and that's okay. That's part of this experience. Let's do some more pink here. If you find yourself stressed or tense, you must take that deep breath. We're going to do another poppy here. It is a side facing. And I did want to say that you always have the ability to press pause or rewind or to watch this half time so it's a little bit easier to follow for you. So please go ahead and do that right now if you need that, and it will help you have less stress. So this is such a weird base because it doesn't look like a poppy at all, but friends, it is a side facing and I promise it will do what it's supposed to do. We just have to trust the process. So my second tip for letting go of perfectionism is to set a timer. This video is, for the painting portion, is about 10 minutes long. It is a shorter video because it is a smaller photo that I'm working off of, a smaller piece of paper. And it's allowing me to practice and try new things here as we add some nice dark green for our wonky stems of our poppies. That's one thing that really makes poppies stand out. So if you find yourself as you're painting just full of tension, remind yourself it doesn't matter how it turns out. Did you let go during this video? I want you to just pause for a second, hit the like button if you're liking the video. I have dried my flower. You might want to go ahead and do that as I'm adding a second layer here just for that tilted petal so that you can differentiate between the front one and the back ones. We're going to do that for this one as well. Just follow what I'm doing. It is a wonky process, and it's part of trusting it that it's going to turn out how it's supposed to. We just have to take it one brushstroke at a time. But if you are new to the channel, please subscribe and let me know in the comments what is one element of perfectionism in your art that is really hard to let go of for you. I want to learn from you. I want others to learn from you also. So now we've got these dark petals and we're trying to trust the process. So many thoughts might be going through your head right now because it's hard to know with that first layer how things are going to turn out. Right now, I'm using a number 6 round. I could use a number 2, but friends, I'll get to that in a moment as to why I've chosen not to use such a tiny brush. We're just doing these little wonky lines, those veins, those crevices, those little crinkly bits in these Icelandic poppies that are so classic to them. Don't try to get it perfect. We're just going from the outside in or the inside out. Short lines, long lines, some are thinner, some are wonky, some are thicker. Go ahead and make them thicker if you'd like. Maybe put some darkness on the edges of your petals. But being aware of what your narrative is, what is your brain telling you right now about what you've accomplished so far? We're going to keep doing these lines. It kind of reminds me of an iris or even an orchid, but that's not what we're going for. We're going to keep going with the process, and we're going to trust and see how it turns out. So my third technique to let go of perfectionism would be to change some things on purpose from the reference. So if you have a reference that has a different color than what you're thinking of using, use a different color, make a different shape, add something, subtract something, make it your own. Because your brain, your perfect brain, is going to try to get you to copy exactly. And maybe that's one way that stresses us out and makes us strive for that perfection even more. So I'm doing the middles of this flower right now, just some nice dark green like we used for the stem. Now we're going and adding another little layer. This has dried, so I'm just trying to differentiate those two different petals there. So they're two different flowers. Just a little bit of pink, blending it in. And so that's standing out a bit more from the bottom one. So if you haven't done any changes, go ahead and try to do that right now. I've taken some yellow. I'm going to do these just curvy lines to create this stamen. If you want to do straight lines, that's fine. If you want to change the color, that is fine. And if you're paying attention to your body right now, is there any tension? Is there any frustration? Is there any, maybe your heart rate is speeding up or your core is feeling warm? That's anxiety creeping in. That's perfection. Just remind yourself that you can enjoy the brushstrokes and learn. So I'm going to put in all those yellow marks now. For my fourth tip for letting go is to use bigger brushes. You can see that I did exactly that. And my reason is when I use small brushes, I end up holding the brush so tightly, so tensely, and I also end up trying to paint too many details. So we do have details in this painting, but sticking with a 6 instead of a 2 for me works well. I just end up kind of having more of that loose flow. Now, of course, if you feel more comfortable using a smaller brush, then you can go for it. And that's a choice that you can make. I'm just giving my suggestions and what works for me. I'm picking up some yellow ochre, so a tan color, just going over those little slightly C-curved lines for this stamen, just to bring them out a little bit more. I always call these eyelashes. I think they're so pretty. And you can see I'm just getting a little more contrast as we're doing this. And I have to tell you that as I am making a video, as I was filming this, to let go of perfectionism, my whole brain was like, I hope this turns out. I hope this looks okay. Really doubting myself too. Taking some dark brown, and we're just going to do some little dabs or some little dashes to create the tops of the stamen. So even I, a person who is teaching online and teaching you concepts and demonstrating, I still struggle with needing things to be perfect. And I'll tell you, I do feel happy with how this turned out. I'm really pleased with the composition, but I wasn't sure if it was going to turn out, and I still doubted the process, so I don't want that for you. I encourage you to remind yourself, this is practice, this is fun, this is learning. And if you didn't try my other 2 mindful videos in this series, you can go ahead and click in the description, and I'll have those posted there so that you can try the other ones about not overthinking and also about slowing down your watercolor and just enjoying. So now I've got some more of that pink, and I'm going to add some lines to that tilted petal. I think that's missing. We needed some details, and they are in the reference as well. So my last tip here for you is to leave one mistake on purpose. So maybe you drop your brush and it splatters on your paper in a way that you don't like. Maybe just leave it there instead of trying to remove it. Maybe the petal shape is a little wonky and you wanted to add more paint to make it more cohesive or larger. Maybe you just leave it how it is. Just see how it goes. How does it feel to sit with that tension? Anxiety is tension and stress. And I'm just putting a little splatter here, just some runny paint, tapping my brush. I'm I'm gonna grab a little bit more for my final details, a little bit darker, same orange and pink. And we're just gonna blob on, let's just use the word blob, some extra definition on the outside of the petals or in the inside, wherever you want. Just really quickly, not thinking about it too much. Continue to breathe. Remind yourself about what you're learning today, what you love and what you don't love. What you don't love, you won't repeat again, right? What you do love, you repeat next time. I hope you had a lot of fun with this painting, friends. I hope you were able to relax into it and remind yourself that you can throw out perfectionism and you can enjoy your art journey that much more without the stress. So I hope you got into letting go a little bit and just enjoying the process, which is my bottom line in any of these videos that I make and that I share with you guys. So some reminders, I do have a free class coming up next Monday. So please sign up for that. We have so much fun and it lasts about an hour. Also my Etsy shop, 50% off on all the paintings. So check that out. That is linked below. Don't forget my freebie. I want to send it to you. So certainly sign up by clicking the link below and I will send it to you right away. And my waitlist for Italy is open, so 2027 will be coming faster than we think. So you can sign up for that. If you don't know what to watch next, watch part 1 of this series. It's all linked in the description, and part 2, or watch this floral video. Lots of options. Happy painting and happy mental health. Mwah.